in second?
Drug Fox got third.
Sorry, Drug Fox getting third. Was he getting second?
Yeah. So Georgia, Florida, heavily representing Smash rivalries. SoCal drowning once again. So there's a big question of the coastal rivalries because we did win the crew battle, but between Smash Summit and Smash rivalries, SoCal and NorCal haven't really shown up at those events. It's the East Coast players that are just doing really well.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to the set.
Did we get a saying whether it was 3 out of 5 or 2 out of 3?
No, but we will just keep commentating as if.
All right.
So they go neutral start.
Hug's very famous for doing neutral starts. He quickly mashes out of that grab. That was awesome.
So it's going to be very interesting. A lot of this is going to be having to figure out what Hugs is going to do as SFAT approaches. And SFAT's playing this really conservatively.
And it's 2 uppies out of shield that kind of got him out of nonsense, but it didn't really do much against SFAT, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Hugs is playing a little bit preemptive. You saw those down smashes and up Bs, and those costed him the first stock.
Yeah, for sure. He barely even put any % on SFAT, so he needs to be a little bit more cautious with how he approaches, too.
But, I like it. He's a little bit more proactive, and he's going he's going for a lot of reads. The early grapple is really surprising from Hugs. He normally doesn't go for that until, like, game 2.
Right. That's a very good point. And he got a lot of mileage out of it, too. So, ooh, I like that. He waited for the shield to drop, and then he feared. He was nice and patient. It's easy to be anxious against a player that you haven't played in a while. So.
And the big thing here is that SFAT's picking his spots really well. He's letting Hugs make the first move, and then he's going in.
There's another grapple. That was a strong hit of the back air, too.
Can he get the edge guard? Should be straightforward.
Yes. Simple up tilt. 65%. Let's see where we're going to go with this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So the big thing here, as long as SFAT kind of just plays his pace, he should be able to win this out. But we'll see.
And you saw knowledge of the game right there. SFAT didn't go for an up throw up air because he knows easily that at that %, you're not going to get that against Samus.
Good crouch cancel to prevent extra hits. And he goes, I think that's like a very Leffen-esque up smash. To just go up there, call out that they're going to move out of shield, and then just use up smash. It's very risky. You have to have a really good feel for when they're going to let go of their shield.
Yeah, as much as those two have a rivalry, Leffen and SFAT, I believe that SFAT's kind of gleaned off him a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he steals a lot of tech from all the top foxes. Like, he'll observe like what works and then add it to his own gameplay. And one thing you have to be really careful of, ooh, he missed the edge guard, is that Hugs will always cover the ledge cancel with a missile. So if you want to side B to the platforms, he's going to cover that very often.
Yeah, hopefully he'll adapt to that.
But overall, SFAT's just playing position and then letting Hugs go in, and then he's just kicking him, which is the right way to play this.
That was an awesome shine, able to predict that he was going to grapple like that.
So very good. Hugs getting, see, you always have to watch out. You can't side B or up B at that height because he's always going to cover it with a missile.
Yeah, hopefully SFAT will adapt to that a little bit because that's the second time he's gotten hit by one.
Yeah. And for Hugs, he should just keep doing it. It's like a free cover.
Right. Yeah, even if SFAT does adapt, like it's something that he needs to keep attempting to do because then he himself can adapt to whatever SFAT does.
Yeah. He gets a shine, but Hugs lives. Doesn't have a grapple because he didn't land. He had to do that.
Smart air dodge, yeah.
Use either that or an up B. And this is still doable. No missile came out. That was a little weird.
Yeah, he was a little too low. Good grab.
Yep. Very risky, but it called it out. Called out the shield.
And I think should be it. Yep. All right, so game 1 going to SFAT.
And just really clean play there. SFAT just kind of picked the spots really well. Stayed just outside of down smash range and then forced Higo to make a play. And then he just kind of nicked them every time. Whereas a lot of new Foxes, they like to just shield pressure, and I think that's the wrong way to play the matchup because you're so open to up Bs and these out-of-shield maneuvers. That's not really worth it.
Right, I think a lot of what SFAT was doing was going for a lot of stage control, which obviously worked.
So you want to play around Samus' shield because Samus doesn't have too many options, whereas you at least have the up B.
Right. Yeah, Samus, one thing that a lot of people know is Samus does not have a very good roll. And so that automatically takes an option that most characters have out of shield.
And you don't have a really good grab either, so that's out of play.
That's true. Yeah, shield grabbing is basically non-existent for a character like Samus or Link.
Ooh, the
wow,
jab.
Very quick 19-second stock right there.
And I think jab and down tilt are so good in this matchup because of how it plops up. Of course, they have to be outside of the crouch cancel %.
Right, as soon as they come out of that though, yeah, you're right. It pops them up, setting up for another aerial or an up smash.
So I want to point out, SFAT actually went a little bit higher than that height, and that's why he didn't get hit by the missile.
So yeah, that's that adapting what we were talking about from game 1.
All right.
Solid up out of shield right there by Hugs.
And although SFAT has a slight lead. He's playing a lot more sloppy in this match. He's getting nicked, and that's... I give credit to Hugo, but the pressure and the movement's not as clean in this game, too.
Yeah, he's gotten Hugo's gotten a lot of shield pokes against SFAT, so that's affected that.
Ooh, and you see he just waits. In many situations, Samus just doesn't have really good options.
Ooh, just barely. See, there's another one of those shield pokes I was talking about. And the up tilt covers the Firefox.
Good stuff. Still doable. One of the big things, you know, at this percentage when you're really low is that you just do not want to get hit specifically by down smash, because that's what will tie the game up.
Yeah, especially because that's a lot of what Samus is looking for too. Crouch cancel down smash.
Yes.
Gets nothing out of that charge shot, but safely upbeats out of the predicament.
Hugo doing a lot better for himself, just weaving in and out, finding these little hits. And
yeah, it's that spacing game that he's good at normally.
Ooh, that was unfortunate.
Yep, Yoshi's definitely going to get that kill, short ceiling.
And I like that play by SFAT. He knew Hugo was scared, and then he called out the dash back with the up smash.
Good point. Ooh,
Good
jabs were not safe right there.
Yeah. And we're going to see a lot of shields from... that was a really good forward smash. We're seeing a lot of shields from SFAT, which makes sense because of the lack of grab.
Right. Yeah, it's safe. That nair should set up for a good edge guard. Ooh, Hugo misses it though.
It was a little bit weird because SFAT still had options to recover, so committing to the up tilt was a little premature.
Ooh, I like that. The weak missile into the neutral charge shot.
Good idea. Covered a lot, just couldn't execute.
All right, that forward smash will do it though.
But slowly, Hugo's inching back in this. The lead that Zach has is shrinking.
Yeah, every stock he's doing better and better, eating less and less percent. Ooh, good shield pressure there.
But it is interesting to see. We still don't know if it's a 3 out of 5 or 2 out of 3.
I did see the players communicate between sets, so that might have been a stage ban. I'm not sure.
Really smart play. He knew that SFAT was going to play low to the ground. He called it out with a down air.
Yeah, and now Hugo has the lead for the first time in this set.
Ooh, he's poking. These pokes are doing really good.
And that grab was phenomenal. Nair, ooh, went for a back air and misses, but the down smash gets it anyways.
Clean stock by Hugs. He only took 19% on SFAT's third stock.
Yeah, that's really good.
It just seems like SFAT can't find openings now, and Hugs is winning every exchange.
All right, safely makes it to the ledge. Some good platform movement as well from Hugo.
And this is the flip side, you know, you want to play safe, generally speaking, but if you play safe the whole time, you don't know how Hugs is going to react to certain situations, so you don't really get reads by playing passively. And sometimes playing a little bit aggressively, you get to understand where Hugs likes to, you know, up B out of shield or roll back, and I don't feel like SFAT has a sense of Hugs' cadence.
Yeah, and if you notice, Duck's actually in the background. Every time Hugo does something like successful, he's smiling. So clearly there's some approval. JV2 stock right there by Hugo. Good stuff. The Pink Samus makes it into game 3.
It's going to be interesting to see the counter pick here. They went Yoshi's. They went Battlefield game 1.
Yep. I'm expecting probably FD or Pokemon. FD takes away the platforms from Hugo, and Pokemon just an overall great stage for
From
Fox.
a theoretical standpoint, FD's the strongest stage, or like rather Samus's worst stage. I haven't seen SFAT do particularly well against Samus on this stage.
Okay.
I don't think he plays the right style to really oppress Samus.
Interesting. And the funny thing is that Plup likes this stage against Foxes.
Yeah, they played at a NorCal tournament where Plup was traveling to visit, and SFAT kept losing on FD.
Yeah.
Although last year there was that infamous set where Plup was up, 4 stocks.
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, fair.
Sorry, a little bit of Florida came out right there.
A little bit of Florida.
But yeah, SFAT looking very dominant so far this first stock. He's just attacking a lot of pressure and stopping the up B out of shields from coming on because no platforms for Hugo to be safe out.
Hugo calling out the approach with wave dash back, and he gets 40% for the call out.
All right, Zach safely makes it back on stage. Ooh, crouch cancel down smash. Got to be careful with these percents right now. Ooh, interesting option with the dash stack. Yeah, so did I. I thought the dash stack was very interesting.
All right. SFAT fought his way out of the corner. Really good stuff to play patiently rather than try to engage Hugs, where Hugs was ready to fight him out with hitboxes.
And would you say like a lot of shine pressure would be smarter at this percent for Zach because then he's not crouch canceling? Well, now he's good, but
I mean, at this point, you have to be worried about undershooting. So what I would do is use movement to get him Hug's corner where he can no longer, wave dash back, and then you pick your spots.
Okay.
Because if you do like a shine in or a running shine, or you do like a premature aerial, you can get opened up to down smash. So it's best to push Hugs in the corner and then make the play, where wave dash back is not an option. But if you can call out Hugs' movement and how he's going to play defensively, then of course you can go in.
And as you were saying that, Zach was able to nair through a missile, and he hasn't been doing much much of that this set, so I don't know if that's something we're going to see a little bit more of. Hugo not as missile heavy as well on this stage.
Yeah. But you want to be careful because if now you kind of show your cards in the sense of like, oh, I'm going to just do this with missiles, you leave yourself open to like the next attack from Hugs. And we saw him get charged out there.
That's true. All right, Hug safely makes it back down.
So look at how patiently he's playing. He's like going up, pausing, and then going in.
Yeah, he's keeping Hugo guessing, which is not good for Hugo, obviously.
Yeah. A little bit of an ebb and flow in how you want to play defensively and offensively, and SFAT seems to be doing the right mix-ups in terms of going in and then not going in.
Right, and he's going back a little bit and shooting lasers, more so than the first two games, so that's definitely helped a lot with tack on percent.
So good stuff, good shine. Still doable for Hugo, but not very likely. He's going to need to get like a cheesy down smash kill in the next stock if he gets this one off. Good weight.
Ooh, jumps out of that back air, too high of a percent.
And this is where Fox can get a little antsy. I don't want him to see too many up smashes because that's what's going to lose you the game.
Ooh,
so
that cannon to the face.
Because I can imagine SFAT going for an up smash and then getting down smashed by Hugs and then getting off stage.
Like that. Just like that.
I mean, if Hugs could edge guard a little bit better or execute, then he could have gone another stock.
Yeah, and that was the weak hit of the up smash, so Hugs is currently living. Let's see if SFAT can do anything about it.
Ooh, this is a little scary. And this is what's going to lose him the game.
Yeah, that F-air to down tilt was a very cool combo.
Ooh, that was unfortunate. So much time to react out of shield.
Okay, and it looks like it is 3 out of 5. Hugs not moving.
And that makes sense because I don't think FD would be open.
Yeah, I completely agree. That was definitely the obvious counter pick. So we're probably going to see maybe Dreamland or FOD?
I think FOD makes sense. Just with the way that Zach was moving around the stage, I think having a less of a horizontal base helps Hugs a lot here.
Yeah, and Hugo likes this stage as far as I can tell as well.
And one thing we're going to see from Hugs, I think, as the set goes on, is he's going to call out a lot of SFAT's jumps. Because you can't really dash dance, you're forced to jump in these corner situations. And if Hugs can get a read on when Zach wants to jump, then it's going to be really good for him.
So a lot of a slobber knocker right now, back and forth hits.
And less room to laser.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Which was a big factor last game.
Yeah. Because Hugs was going to have to close the space so much, he was taking so much damage from Zach's walling out. Or SFAT, sorry. He takes first stock. He's doing pretty well for himself. What can Hugs do?
Ooh, I like that angled F tilt. Ooh, but doesn't clean up the edge guard.
And that's always been a weakness of Hugs. It's like these little flubs.
Yeah, him and S2J were two SoCal players that are pretty well known for not having the crispness of edge guards.
Okay, can he seal the deal? A little bit too high, but yeah, it's unfortunate because even that fire for 14% really does not add much value. He needs to get the kill.
Ooh, he went for the hard read there thinking he was going to tech to the left, but he tech to the right instead.
Interesting. SFAT adding a lot of damage. It's kind of unfortunate because it's your elimination game, and because you didn't get the kill, all of a sudden you have 80% on your second stock, and that's quite a lead. And that's one nightmare for Samus. Honestly, use the double jump. It's really hard to land. They don't really have good
for
heals.
sure. Up B's too straightforward, and the grapple only does so much. Especially against a character like Fox, you can shine him out with a grapple.
It's looking really good for SFAT, and as long as he doesn't get down smash, I think he can close this out. But Hugo's still having a lot of life left. Ooh.
Good sequence right there from Hugs.
Can he add?
Still hasn't gotten hit. Looking good by Hugo.
He has control. He's zoning Zach out really well.
Yeah, with these tilts that he's known for. Ooh, should have went for a backer instead of a nair. Gets hit by the side B, adding momentum onto SFAT's side.
But once again, the story of last stock was he wasn't getting the kill. Does he get it here? Okay.
Yeah, he does. It's good
58%,
stuff.
not bad.
I like the double down tilt at that percent. That was very smart.
It's eventually going to poke, and that's the Kalindi special.
Ooh, and did you see that? The bomb stopped the momentum right there, so SFAT was able to stop getting anything past the down smash.
Ooh,
charge
called
shot
out
to
the
the
laser.
face.
Really solid read from Hugs to just literally just call out when he was going to jump and laser.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is really close. The one temptation of Fox is just to get a little bit too antsy, not play the neutral game correctly, and go for like strong power hits.
Yeah, and for SFAT specifically, that's like the opposite. He's known for being fast and having good neutral, so he needs to just stick to his guns. Possibly literally.
I was just gonna say, was that intentional?
It wasn't, but it came out that way.
Ooh, a little late. I think they're both a little hesitant because they know that's really close. But I think both of them could have gotten some sort of kill confirm there, but they were just a little late and a little timid.
Ooh, in that back air, sweet spot. But he was at a high percent. Anything's gonna do it. Even though he doesn't tech on the stage, he barely lives right there.
177.
He's got to turn around if he wants to do anything, and he couldn't. You saw the head shake.
Hugs just like, bleh. Okay, Hugs has a good sense of Zach's desperation because we're just seeing Zach kind of throw out just moves.
Ooh, Hugo got his shot out really good right there.
Ooh, good call out.
In the air, anything else?
No. He was hoping that Zach was gonna plop up for a second aerial.
Right.
I like the idea.
For sure.
Okay.
A lot of good shield pressure right there. You can get a poke if you can keep at it.
So close. Ooh, double nair.
That should do it. All right, we're going to game 5.
It's very close. And this is where experience comes in. Experience and the lack of nerves.
Right.
So game
Pokemon
5.
Stadium?
I think Stadium makes the most sense because of the large horizontal plane. I like it. They're going to take a little bit of time. I know Hugs likes to kind of just rethink and calibrate what were the reads, what are the plays, like how should I be adapting. So he's going to take a little bit of time. Zach SFAT loves to recharge too. Sometimes something that's really adorable with Zach is that he likes to like just talk out loud, which I think was a little strange at first. But he'll be like, come on, like I want to just have fun right now, and like just like pump himself up.
That's cool. Yeah, whatever works. Mentality is obviously a very large part of our game.
And even if Hugs has an early deficit, he's the type of player that can kind of grit out things and figure you out through the match, and that's what we saw in Game 4. So even if SFAT starts off strong, I'm not too worried about Hugs.
Ooh.
I am worried about these preemptive up Bs though.
All right, landing safely down with the nair. Ooh, misses the grapple.
Oh, no.
Punish?
No punish. Effectively, it's like no punish at this percentage.
Right. All right, that one works out. Ooh, turnaround nair. That's a good option.
And Game 5 for a Samus player who gets a feel for how you're going to shield, they're going to throw out a lot more grapple beams.
Yeah.
Good attempt. Falls a little bit behind, but not a terrible lead. But he needs to seal the deal.
Yeah.
20%. That's still really good for SFAT. Slowly adding damage. 50%.
Yeah, Hugo's got to definitely seal out the stock. Play smart, not play anxious. That nair, he just needs to get an edge guard, and he's got it.
Yeah, this is pretty. Oh, unfortunately,
Sent him the wrong way.
Yeah.
Ooh, that down smash will do it.
That was a huge gamble by SFAT. Hugs wisely just holds shield and just waits for the punish.
Ooh, try to go for a hard read there. That was interesting.
Yeah. Zach was aware that that's a setup, so he waited till he could jump from underneath the stage.
That was smart.
We're seeing a little bit of, wow.
Wow, Pokemon Stadium, dude.
I was just going to call out SFAT. He's going for a lot more riskier plays. He's just going in with really ambitious approaches, and that paid off this time, but I'm a little bit worried to see if this will work for the rest of the set.
Ooh, that up smash was definitely a misinput.
He just gets up and grabs. Okay.
Ooh, go straight down. That was an awesome angle. Let's see what else that's going to do.
Still living.
Yeah, Hugo doing a good job keeping him off stage.
Another
Back throw?
grab.
No, up throw.
Gonna kill.
Wow. From the top, that was awesome.
I'm wondering if he DI'd behind Hugs if he would have still lived. So close. Their last set was also, I believe, a 5-game set when they played at Battle of the Five Gods.
Oh, wow. So clearly these two have...
Oh, that was really bad. So we see this time Hugs waited. He didn't go for the charge shot because he knew that Zach was just going to go below the stage. So now he still has it.
Yeah, it shows they're thinking throughout this whole match, which is a good thing. Ooh.
I actually like the charge shot. He was trying to call out SFAT jumping or letting go of his shield.
All right, the rock stage might make a difference right now. Hugo needs to get out of that Fox pit.
Ooh. That was so scary.
Ooh. And there it is. Just earlier in the set, we were talking how grabbing out a shield isn't really an option for Samus, and we see why.
I'm wondering if he was like extra slow. It just seemed like there was like a slight delay on Hugs' decision to grapple.
Like a hesitancy?
Yeah. But, you know, I could have my frame data off. I just felt like Hugs could have gone in a little bit sooner.
Okay, dash attack.
Okay. He has his jump back. He's going to go ledge. And what can SFAT add in terms of damage? Hugs has the center stage, and you're seeing the SFAT trying to battle for control. Hugs doing a good job boxing out SFAT, and it's a really
Yeah, that's a
close
tricky
game.
angle right there, too, for SFAT to try to get.
Hugs does have a charge shot, so a down smash into a setup could be a disaster.
Yeah, or like an up throw charge shot.
Okay, he got rid of one of his few options that could have, you know, potentially gotten a cheesy kill.
All right, not enough. Almost, though, honestly.
One more up smash would probably do it, unless...
Oh, now for sure one more up smash will do it.
All right. I think SFAT needs to control the center because Hugs is doing a good job every time SFAT's on the corner trying to fight his way in.
Uh-oh, this is bad.
That's
Oh, and that'll do it.
SFAT takes it in a close game 5 set.
Yeah.